This is Mr. Rahul Honkaras, Assistant Professor and Workshop Superintendent from NB known as EGR College of Engineering, Solapur. I am having more than 12 years of teaching experience and my specialization in mechanical design engineering. In the last video, we have already discussed the different pollutants which emits by the SI engine as well as in CI engine. Now, in this video, we are going to understand what are the different devices which can be used to control these pollutants. Here we start with the first device, that is called a catalytic converter. The catalytic converter is very much useful to reduce the hydrocarbon and the carbon monoxide by oxidizing the catalyst, and the nitrogen dioxide by reducing the catalyst. Now, with the help of this, we can understand at the exhaust system of the different vehicle, we can place such kind of a catalytic converter. If you can take the example of four-wheeler, where the exhaust gases which will come out, there is one kind of a silencer. Before the silencer, this particular catalytic converter is placed. Means from the exhaust wall of the engine, that exhaust gases will comes inside this catalytic converter first. This catalytic converter has the different devices. It consisting the different types of catalyst. Catalyst is nothing but the aluminum, generally the aluminum based ceramic materials filters, such kind of filters are present over there. Now if you see in this diagram, here we have one catalyst and here we have the another catalyst. The first catalyst is very much useful to reduce the element of nitrogen dioxide, and the second catalyst is used to oxidize the element for hydrocarbons and carbon monoxide. Now in this case what happened, the exhaust gases which will come inside this catalytic converter from the left side, then it comes inside this reducing element for NOx. With the help of such kind of a filter, the amount of NOx which present inside that exhaust gases which will come down, then that reduced amount of NOx exhaust emission will then supply to the secondary catalyst, and where the amount of hydrocarbons and carbon monoxide will be oxidized with the help of the secondary catalyst. Then that amount of exhaust gases will supply to the atmosphere. Now in this way we are able to reduce the NOx as well as we can oxidize the element of hydrocarbon and carbon monoxide. This way we can reduce the pollutant. This is one kind of a device, and that is called a catalytic converter. Similarly, the different reactions which has taken place during the working of this particular catalytic converter is present over here. That is CO, HC and O2 from air are catalytically converted to CO2, H2O, and a number of catalysts are known to be effective. The noble metals like platinum, copper, vanadium, iron, cobalt, nickel, chromium, aluminum are to be used as a catalyst. Now similarly, the reduction catalytic reaction is present over here. You can read it, you can understand. Now similarly, when we are going to talk about the next device, the name of this device is EGR system. The long form of this particular EGR system is exhaust gas recirculation. Now in this diagram we can understand the schematic diagram of piston and cylinder along with the inlet wall and the exhaust wall. During suction, compression, expansion and the exhaust, the burning gases which will come out during the exhaust wall opens, then with the help of this diagram we can understand this yellow portion. This indicates the exhaust gases which comes out from the engine cylinder because of the combustion. Then we are not directly supplied, or we are not directly sent the exhaust gases to the atmosphere. Before that, some amount near about 10 to 15% of gases we are recirculating in this particular channel. If you understand with the help of this diagram, the yellow portion indicates the exhaust gases recirculating. The EGR is nothing but exhaust gas recirculation. Means the 10 to 15% of exhaust gases we are recirculating, and we are again supplying that 10 to 15% of exhaust gas in the inlet manifold, where the amount of air fuel mixture is supplied to the engine cylinder during the suction process. Now because of this, what will happen when that 10 to 15% of exhaust gases which will come along with the inlet manifold where the fresh charge is present, this exhaust gases reduces the amount of oxygen, that is the O2, which required during the process of suction, and this is very much useful to reduce the kind of emission. So this system is again useful to reduce the emission, so it is called as the exhaust gas recirculation system. The next, that is ELCD. The full form of ELCD is evaporation loss control device. Evaporation, I think all of you are knowing about the term evaporation. Nowadays the summer season is going on, the hot sunny days are there, so when we are going to run the vehicle, the different combustion process has been taken place inside the engine cylinder. There is a tremendous amount of temperature will be generated inside the engine cylinder, and some in these days what happened, the atmospheric temperature is very high, or the hot temperature is there. Now in this case what happened, even when the engine is running as well as when the engine is in stop condition, that time because of the higher atmospheric temperature and because of the temperature inside the engine cylinder and the different system, there will be a chances of evaporation of the fuel. There are different elements in the engine cylinder, like fuel tank is there, fuel pump is there, some vehicle carburetors are there. Then there will be chances of evaporation of fuel. In the case of the engine system, at various parts there is a circulation of fuel is there, and because of the temperature there will be chances of evaporation, and because of the evaporation there will be again different types of evaporative loss. So evaporation loss control device is one kind of a device which is generally to capture the vapors and recirculating them at the appropriate time. Such kind of a device is called as a evaporation loss control device. With the help of these two diagrams, you can indicate we can indicate the different things which may happen during this particular ELCD working principle. The main purpose of this ELCD is to capture the vapors and recirculating them at the appropriate time, and this way we can reduce the evaporation loss. The next one, that is the thermal converter. The thermal converter is again very important. The thermal converter is again one kind of a device which is generally used to reduce the nitrogen dioxide in the case of SI engine or in the case of CI engine. Again the exhaust gases which will come in from the left side, again there is a small venturi which is generally used to increase the velocity and to reduce the pressure, and it comes inside one chamber, and this chamber is called as a thermal converter chamber. In the thermal converter chamber there is a one kind of ignition source. The main aim or the main function of a thermal combustion chamber is what? It increase the temperature of exhaust gases more than 700 degrees Celsius. Means what? Exhaust gases which come out from the engine cylinder, then it will comes inside the thermal converter where its temperature is again going to increases more than 700 degrees Celsius. Means complete oxidation taken place inside this particular chamber. Means some unburnt hydrocarbons are there, some nitrogen oxides are present over there. It will completely oxidize within this particular combustion chamber, then it will supply to the exhaust, to the atmosphere. This is nothing but called as a thermal converter. Now I think all of you understood well manners, that is different types of pollutant control devices like thermal converter, then ELCD evaporation loss control device, then the exhaust gas recirculation method, and that is thermal catalytic converter. These are the different types of your pollutant control devices. All the details are present in the notes. You can read it properly with the help of these videos. It is very much beneficial to understand the concept. Thanks for watching the video. Here we stop.